Signs of the times. Okay, so what are going to be the signs that indicate the approaching return of Jesus, right? Of the Father. So let's look at some of these signs. For we're told, when you see all these things, recognize that he is near, right at the door. Matthew 24:33. So the redeemed, right, will be capable of recognizing these signs as you see the day drawing near. Hebrews 10:25. When these things begin to take place, straighten up, lift your heads, because your redemption is drawing near. Luke 21:28. But you, brethren, are not in darkness, that the day of the Lord should overtake you like a thief, for you are all sons of light and sons of day. 1 Thessalonians 5:4 and 5. So what's going to be the nature of the signs? Well, we're told they will be like birth pangs. They will increase in frequency and intensity the closer we get to the Lord's return. Mark 13:8. Okay, so the kinds of signs. What are the signs in nature? There's going to be famines, right? Matthew 24:7, as well as earthquakes, pestilence, Luke 21:11, and signs in the heavens, Luke 21:25. What about signs for society? Well, we're told the world society will be violent, sexually immoral, and caught up in the cares of the world, as in the days of Noah, Matthew 24:37 through 38. Also, you remember the days of Lot? What was going on then? Read that in Luke 17:28 and 29. So we're told humanism will be the world's religion. In other words, Mother Gaia, right? You hear that all the time. People will worship the creature. I find that to be an interesting word. People will worship the creature rather than the creator. Romans 1:22 to 23 and 25. Well, we know this. We're going to find this throughout 2 Timothy and Romans 1. People will be lovers of self. People will suppress the truth about God. There will be materialism. Money will be the world's God. Man, did I see that when I was in parts of Colorado a few months back. The materialism chasing the almighty dollar, it was unbelievable. I couldn't, there were some towns that I couldn't even stay in for an hour because I couldn't take just the materialism. I just couldn't handle it. It sickened me. But that's where we are. All right, so again, 2 Timothy 3, Romans 1, people will be lovers of money, people will be greedy, people will be lovers of pleasure. They will give themselves over to sexual impurity. There will be an outbreak of homosexuality. You do know we got like some drag queen concert for kids. No kidding. A drag queen concert, Christmas concert that is. Christmas concert for kids making a 16 tour, a 16 city tour. I actually heard a pastor talking about that during his service the other day. Why would you take your kids, your little ones, to be groomed by drag queens? You will answer for that. And we're all going to watch you answer for that, just as we will someday judge the angels. Look, what else is there? Despair will be the world's payoff for its ungodly attitudes and lifestyle. So what does that mean? Alienation. People's love will grow cold. We're told in Matthew 24:12, Romans 1:28 through 32, 2 Timothy 3:2-4. Lawlessness and violence, same thing. Matthew, Romans, and 2 Timothy. Arrogance and boasting, Romans 1:30, 2 Timothy 3. Again, same chapters, just read it all. Romans and 2 Timothy, deceit, maliciousness, gossip, slander, envy and malice, rebellious spirit among children, betrayal by family members, Mark 13:12, also Luke 21:16, stress to the point that men will faint from fear. I can think of all kinds of ways men could faint from fear, but that's what it says in Luke 21:26, 2 Timothy 3:1. People will hate good, right? Romans and 2 Timothy. What will be the spiritual signs? Well, absolutely apostasy of the church. Churches will present a form of religion that is devoid of power. Again, 2 Timothy 3:5, there will be a falling away from the faith. Some will betray one another. 2 Thessalonians 2:3. People will reject sound doctrine and chase after myths. 2 Timothy 4:1-4. Ungodly persons will turn the grace of our God into licentiousness. Jude 3-13. There will be very little true faith on earth. Luke 18:8. There's going to be an outbreak of false Christ and false prophets. False prophets will mislead many. Luke 21:8. False Christ and false prophets will perform signs and wonders. You can read in Matthew 24:24. Imposters will practice deception. 2 Timothy 3:13. False teachers will introduce destructive heresies. That's going to be in 2 Peter 2:1-3. Deceptive religious leaders will operate in the spirit of the Antichrist. 1 John 2:18-19. Appearance of scoffers who will mock the idea of the Lord's return. Jude 17-18, 2 Peter 3:3-4. Next, we are also told there's going to be a persecution of believers. Now, that's not something that's done out in the open right now. One day it will be, but right now we're not quite there. But where are we? We are in an epidemic of occultic activity. Read about that in 1 Timothy 4:1. The gospel will be preached to all nations, which via internet, streaming now, it is Mark 13:10. So what will be some of the world political signs? Nations will be distressed. We are told in Luke 21:25. So there's always wars and rumors of wars, right? You know that popular one. Civil wars, we're probably going to start seeing that, start breaking out. But what do we have as far as technology goes, right? There's going to be signs of technology. So we have the powers to shake the heavens, right? Atomic power, read about that in Luke 21:26. So we do have atomic weapons. There's going to be, we have the cornerstone of evolution. Everybody believes in evolution. That's 2 Peter 3:4. We have the television, people from, any screen, call it TV, call it computer, call it your phone. But as an example, we have the technology today so that when the two witnesses that we know about in Revelation 11, when they're on the streets preaching and then they're killed and everybody sees their dead bodies for 3.5 days before they are resurrected by Father God, everybody will see that. We've got that tech now, so Revelation 11 can happen. The two witnesses. We have robotics. So when the false prophet will make an image of the Antichrist that will appear to be alive. They give him the eyes of man. They give him a mouth to talk. Strange language, but we know what that is. It's robotics. It's AI. We have that now. Read about that in Revelation 13. 14 and 15. So what else is the Antichrist going to need? Well, with the mark of the beast, he's going to need, computers, lasers, some type of AI tech system, which all of that's in place, right? The false prophet will require everyone to wear the mark of the Antichrist in order to buy and sell, right? Revelation 13:17. The Antichrist will control the entire world, which means the ability for rapid communication, right? We've got that in place. Israel is the main one, really. The nation of Israel will exist again, which it came into being May 14th, 1948. And you can read about that in Matthew 24:32 to 34, as well as in Mark and Luke, Mark 13, Luke 21. We also know that the Jews will once occupy and control the city of Jerusalem. That happened June 7th, 1967. You can read about that in Luke 21:24. So what's next as far as seasons go? We just checked off everything that will need to happen before the rapture. That's where we are, guys. It's all been done. It's all been fulfilled. And the next part 2, the next check mark, I won't be here for it. I'll be raptured up. But so you guys know, and you find this video, I've already got a video on what you can expect once millions, perhaps billions of people, certainly all the babies, all of the little kids, when we all disappear, when the believers disappear, when those not held or not at the age of accountability, when they all disappear, be sure to find my video the day after the rapture. But we are here, guys. Next check mark is the rapture.